Okay, so I want you all to start by telling me your name, what country you're from, and what you're studying here at Abbey. Ariel?
I'm Ariel and I'm studying A-level and I'm doing chemistry, biology, maths, IELTS, and I'm from Hong Kong.
I'm Hanya, I'm from Portugal and I'm studying GCSEs, maths, chemistry, physics, biology and English.
Hi, I'm CK and I'm from Hong Kong. Yeah, high five. I'm doing A-levels and my subjects are biology, chemistry and maths.
And my name is Demi. I'm from China. I'm doing A-level for chemistry, physics and maths.
Okay, great. So, CK, can you tell me about the first time you heard about Abbey College Manchester? How did you end up coming here?
Well, so I was searching for schools for Manchester and Abbey College came up and it was in the center of the city, so which is nice because my goal was to study here in the UK for uni or maybe work here. So I want to get used to the surroundings here, but I didn't want to be overwhelmed by London and Birmingham, which are big cities. Mm-hmm. And Manchester seems nice, and this school is even better because it's in the center of everything. You have the library just a few streets away, right? And the mall and food court, and everything is really accessible here.
Okay, good. And Demi, you live at the college residence. You live at Riverside House.
Yeah.
What's that like?
And that's like a small family, because we have like 4 or 6 people live together in a flat, and people can join together and have dinner together.
So do you feel like you are well supported at Riverside? Do you feel safe? Do you feel happy at Riverside?
Yeah, because I think in our flat we are like a family, and people when they get into their room, they have many doors and they have to hold a key to open doors, so I think it's safe.
You feel safe, and you feel like you've become more responsible living away from home on your own?
Yeah, because staying with our friends will feel a sense of belongingness.
A sense of belonging?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And Ariel, what's living away from home taught you about you?
Taught me to take responsibility of my behavior, and I have to tidy my room because I don't want to like my guardians feel bad about that. It takes responsibility because I have to phone my mom and dad regular time, like on Sunday every week, and I think at 1, and just sometimes I'll miss home, but it's quite fun because they're all Chinese, my homestay, so it's quite nice.
Nice. So you all have the comfort of being able to phone home when you feel like it. Does everybody do that regularly? Do you phone home? CK, phone home regularly?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so you're here now, so you've got to Manchester, you've got your living arrangements sorted. What's the college like? What are your first impressions of the college when you come here?
Oh, my first impressions.
Yeah, tell us about your first impressions.
When I first came in, I was like, this can't be a school, right? It's so small. How can you even have enough classrooms? And I thought about it, and I think when it's smaller, it's better because I don't have classes with them, these two. I have classes with you, and I still know them, and I'm friends with them. And so, with a smaller college, you have like you're forced in a good way to talk to these people and socialize with them. So I think it's good.
Yeah, Hania?
Wait, what was the question?
We're talking about the first impressions of the college. So what did you think you would find when you came?
Well,
did it differ from what you thought?
I already knew that college was going to be pretty great because before I came to this college, there were some students that I had met before I came to this college. While I met some people that used to come to Abbey College, and there was a group of maybe 6 people that came, and they were all telling me that whatever choice you're thinking about that is not Abbey College, forget it. You have to come to Abbey College. That needs to be your #1 choice. So I just heard so much about it, like so many people that were like recommending me to come, so I just was like, yeah, of course. I came and checked it out, and everyone was so welcoming. You didn't. In the first year of college, I had more friends that I've ever had in my whole entire life. Everyone just bumps into you and is like, "Hi, I'm."
So what did you do on your first day? Because we have an induction program, don't we? So what what did you do on your first day?
On my first day, they showed us around at Manchester, and we went bowling.
Camping bowling?
Yes, we went bowling. So just so that we could get a little bit of fun and get a bit used to. They showed us the streets around. They showed us the whole college and the facilities. Every floor, because every floor has its own subject basically, and all the students were just so welcoming, and the teachers. I met all the teachers. I met the principal, and everyone was so supportive.
Yeah, I'm astounded at how many facilities there are. There's like a study, there's like a prayer room, a basement. We're getting more water coolers, by the way.
So, and we're in a college. So at this college we have boys, we have girls, we have people who are 15, we have people who are 19, 20 sometimes. We have people from obviously the UK, we have people from Hong Kong, we have people from China, we have people from Portugal, we have people from Russia. What is that like? What does that mean for the college? What does it make the college when you're mixing in classes in your free time with people from in all walks of life?
I think it makes the college a bit more like international, because people around us in our classes, and they're all from all different countries, and we get to know a little bit about every country, and you kind of get even to know how to understand some things they say, which is a new learning. You meet someone that is outside college that have the same language as one of our friends in our class. We'll be able to say some words to them and communicate with them from things that we have learned from our friends, because you just learn different cultures from being in an international school.
Yeah.
And we learn how to like respect others.
Yeah.
Like they have.
Yeah, you learn about different cultures, and
then they have
the way
different
people behave is
customs.
different. Yeah, that's a good thing, I think, about being at Abbey. So Ariel, this one's for you. So inside the classrooms, we limit the classes to 12 people per class. Yeah. What do you think? What's the benefit of that? Do you think?
I think the benefit for that is you can ask teacher questions more easily, because like in Hong Kong or in China we got like 30 or 40 people in the classroom, and you got just a few chance to ask the teacher, or even they don't have free time to answer your questions.
Mm-hmm.
And because they are so talented, so you can't just, because if you ask the teacher in front of loads of students, they will just think you're stupid. But it's not in here. So, and they are so helpful to answer your questions, and even the classmate, they can help you with lots of things.
Yeah. So you've kind of touched on the teachers there. So Demi, would you feel comfortable enough to, say after a class or at break, or say like now at lunch, would you go and see Gary or somebody in the maths department, for example, and ask for extra help? Do you feel that the extra help is there if you need it?
Yeah, I think it's quite free to ask them some question like during the break or after lunch, or sometimes they also ask me, because when I come here I'm not always talk to them, so when they always say to like, if you have any question you can come to my office and find me, so they ask me to feel free. Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing about you studying here is obviously you're all international students, so I want to ask you a question about the people who have helped you sort of kind of get here, if you like. So the people that work in the international office, the people that work in kind of student services that can help you on a daily basis outside of the classroom. Do you feel that the people in the international departments, so the people that worked with your visas, your accommodation, what sort of role did they play, Ariel, in you? Did they help you a lot in terms of helping with the visas, helping you with your bank account when you first came, helping you with your accommodation? What do you think?
I think because the first time when I came, I just struggling to make the bank account, and the college is very helpful that they brought us to the bank and help us to make the bank account.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite appreciate that, because sometimes like I got something that makes me upset, and I can just talk to the teacher or like the people working in student service, and they can just give me some recommendations, and I just feel really happy about that, and I can just relax.
Yeah, because I think that's important, because obviously it's difficult when you first come over to this country. It might be the first time you've ever visited, and we don't want something as what we would call small as a bank account becoming like a big issue, which it can do if you feel like you're on your own. So the idea of the student services and the people in the international offices to make this process a lot easier for you, so that you don't become overwhelmed. You can concentrate on feeling like you're settling in and getting stuck into the classes. What about Hania? So we have the student services department, so they help you with timetables, with exams, with your bus pass for the transport, or your train pass. What about their input in what you do? Do you find them like people that you can go to regularly? Are you comfortable speaking to them?
I basically live in student services. I'm there every week, every day.
Yeah.
Every single day. If I have a question, no matter what it is about, I always go to student services. Not only if I have a question about my schedule, or if I'm not sure of how to get somewhere, I'm trying to find a place that I need to go get something and I can't seem to find where it is. I always go to student services because they always tell me where to go and the best way to get there, the easier way. And the first week, obviously, I didn't know where everything was, so I went there at first and I asked them for some help, because I didn't know where some things were, and they gave me a list of places where I could visit and see things that I was looking for, so they're very helpful on a daily basis.
Okay, so we're down to the last few questions now. So on a Wednesday afternoon we have an enrichment programme which you have all done something in. CK, what can you tell me, what sort of things have you done this year? What have you done in enrichment this year?
Enrichment. My enrichment was medical ethical debatings. My favorite. And debating, I don't know what to say about debating. Debating is great because I get to talk about like news about the NHS, and before coming here I didn't know what the NHS was, and then all these debating people helped me with telling me about all the things.
Let me try and help you. So the medical ethics debate group is, for the most part, it's designed for students who want to maybe go on and study medicine, dentistry, or veterinary science, something like that, or biological sciences, or something like that. Is that what you're looking at doing, maybe, CK?
Yeah.
And so you're going to benefit from it because you're discussing issues that are real life, and they're complex issues, and that's the idea of the classes. So that's kind of what the enrichment program is. It's supposed to be away from the classroom, where you discuss things, real life issues. So you might do your debating, or you might do some sport, which is completely different. It's a break from the classroom. The enrichment program is the opportunity for students to step away from the classroom and learn something either new or strengthen something that they've already got. But also is that students should be able to show that they can combine an academic program with something else alongside it, because that's what universities want, and that's what the enrichment program is about developing you, not just academically but as a whole person, because that's what universities want to see. They don't want people who are just going to come and read the books 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They want people who can do that and also contribute to everything else that's going on at the university, and that's what the enrichment program's about. So Demi, what activity have you done this year during enrichment?
First on the sports, but I changed to creative. What's that?
Creative writing.
Yeah.
So you've done some sport.
No, wait. It's crafting.
Crafting. So you've done sport and crafting. Hania, you've done.
Yeah, I've done film before, and now I'm doing crafting.
And Ariel.
Music.
And you've done music. So we've got loads of different things going on that you can take part in. Hania, you've also done some. You and Ariel have both done sign language as well, outside of college. Tell me a little bit about that.
Sign language is great. I did it both last year and this year, and every year I just learned so many new things, and I'm capable of, it's a new language that you can at least, if you see someone that is deaf, they're trying to say something. If they sign it, now you know how to understand them. It's always good to know that you can be able to understand someone, and it's such an easy language to learn, and Abbey College have helped us learn the language now.
That's good. So, penultimate question. So, CK touched on it right at the beginning about the location of the college. For students that want to know what's near Abbey Manchester, tell me some of the places that students would be interested in going to if they come to Abbey Manchester. Some of the really interesting places that are in Manchester that you visited.
Manchester Arndale.
So you've got the shopping centre.
Yes.
Yeah. What else?
Gym.
The art gallery.
We've got gyms. We've got art galleries. What else?
We have.
We've got some good sports teams, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so loud whenever there's like a match going on.
So we've got Manchester United, Manchester City. We've got the cricket ground as well, which is just close to Old Trafford, Manchester. So we've got the cricket ground.
Oh, and there's bus stops and trams really near.
We've got really good transport links. We've got concert venues. So we've got the arena over the far side there. So there's lots of things. There's lots of museums, free museums as well that you don't have to pay for. So there's loads of things, isn't there, that's good about Manchester. What about the weather? Does it rain all the time?
No,
really.
no. It's so sudden. It's like one day it's sunny, and then the next day, why is it raining? I didn't see any clouds.
Yeah, so
It depends so much on the day, because it can be like so sunny throughout a whole week, like warm, sunny. The same way that the next week could be raining, and so the next week can be snowing.
so we teach you everything about life when you come to Manchester and weather. Last question, one answer for you all. You've all got to give an answer. What is your favourite thing about studying at Abbey College Manchester? So we'll start with Ariel.
My favorite thing is the teachers are all helpful, because sometimes like I got some problems with my homestay, they would just help me a lot, and they would just encourage me to just move on.
Yeah, Hania.
I think my favorite thing is it's really about everything really, and all my friends that.
Do you feel like you? So I'm guessing that you're, because I kind of know you quite well anyway. You're talking about the kind of you're talking about the kind of community. You just like being a student here because you feel happy. You know people. You feel comfortable. Yeah.
It's not just student and student. It's like student and teacher. There's like this wall, like Mr. Smith. It's like you don't call him that. You call him Tom.
By their name.
Yeah.
So you like that? You like the first name terms, and the no uniform. That's presumably presumably that's a good thing. CK, tell me your favourite thing.
My favorite is how there's so much, like how the teachers like give you service, like we talk about enrichment, and there's like academic enrichment, and there's like IELTS even though you don't have to, and then you have success in sixth form, and you have like volunteer work. They help you with volunteer work and all that stuff. I really like that. Puts pressure off me.
And my favorite thing is that the teachers are very patient here. Like every time they'll answer some stupid questions, and like sometimes they will give us some booster if we don't know something about that subject. Yeah, and they help a lot.
Thank you. Right, so I think to finish it'd be quite nice, because there's going to be people watching this that will be able to understand what you're saying, much like I cannot. Goodbye in your home language. I want goodbyes in your home language.
Adeus.
一、二、再見啦！一、二、三，再見。
And 再见。
Thank you.